Right. Ambush at Tel Maschara. The Israeli army went on the counter-offensive in the Golan Heights. Soon the Syrian army was being driven back from the hard-won heights and into Syria itself. In an attempt to assist their ally, the Iraqis sent the 12th Armored Brigade. Alerted by their intelligence, the Israeli 19th Armored Brigade set up an ambush at Tel Maschara. Hmm, ambush it is. I looked up some of the things I was wondering about in response to things like missile launchers showing 99% accuracy and not really hitting. And I have a few explanations for that based on the review of the rules. Um, Also, vision in this unit stats means the minimum amount the unit will see no matter the weather conditions. So if the weather shows 3 visibility, this will see 3 because its vision is 0. Have vision 20 and you would still, even no matter what the weather visibility, you would still see up to 20 hexes. So that's visibility. But as far as the accuracy thing is concerned, it's sort of a multiplier. It's a rough estimate of how accurate you are. The big problem with the missiles is, and I think I've been very much aware of this, is that initial shots on a new target has a much lower chance of hitting than the follow-up shots. I think the third shot will have the normal accuracy. Shots before that suffer huge penalties. The first shot being the biggest, second shot having minor penalties, and then third will have no penalties, and so forth. So with a missile, usually when you only get a single shot, you will suffer the penalty for basically picking a new target and firing your only shot. You can't really get the normal chances of hitting unless you basically have the ability to fire at the same target on the next turn without switching targets in the middle. So that's I think the likely explanation for that. Even then, the missiles are fairly accurate weapons at long distance and fairly effective, so they're by no means bad. But I think it highlights the importance of trying to get the 2 shots per turn on a missile unit. Because while the first shot can still hit, it's much more likely to miss than the follow-up shot. Also, suppression is pretty much so your suppression value is pretty much divided by 2 and directly reduces your accuracy to hit a target. So any kind of suppression is poison for accuracy in general. That's it. As far as the unit quality is concerned, the game has an option for that. So you can try to, it can basically give values to the historical accuracy of the experience or quality of the troops, but I've disabled that. And I think the idea behind that disabling is that both sides have a fair chance of actually pulling a win out of these scenarios. What is this? We have just a small number of Ishermans that are dug in, and we have no artillery. This is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm saying that I don't really... Visibility 10. Right. So this would be a good example of why a higher tech unit might have advantage. Because they could just come in here and kill all of us without us ever seeing them. Because we couldn't really return fire at all. We would be limited to visibility of 10 while they could shoot to God knows how long. Right, I don't think there's any point in doing anything. Because of the, yeah, there's no point reducing the range because we can only shoot at 10 hexes anyway. This is gonna be a short and dull mission, I think. Mainly because we don't really have options. These tanks are sort of worthless though. I have no intention of letting them get this far. We'll see what happens. Here's the leader. Yeah, you will never ever see a tank obviously here. And you're so far from the other units you can't provide any kind of bonuses for them either. But this is a fairly good spot. Wait, not much we can do. They're just at some point gonna start appearing here. Already turn 5, so sort of pointless smoke. If this is gonna be a short and dull mission, this is more or less it. Can't move, don't have a lot of units, and they're gonna come in and be basically destroyed. Already at halfway point of the mission. Well, sometimes this way. Usually even a standard mission takes about an hour. If it's long, closer to 2 hours. So this will not take that long. I need to fire as much as possible. Only a single guy sees anything. Yeah, this has to pull back. Basically it stays here. Okay, I'm thinking of pulling this away too, because it's a command unit, so without a doubt, and we cannot possibly maintain this position. Just don't want to give up things too easily. This isn't a proper mission, this is just a slaughter. We have no point, we have no reason to even abandon these slots now. Yeah, we're starting to get overwhelmed, but still not that bad. What a shitty mission. The morale can't handle the losses. It's impossible. I mean, if with these numbers, if they could have pushed aggressively, I think they could have made a breakthrough. But you actually have to survive to pull that off. And it's already retreating. Their big problem is that because they can't push forward every turn, they're giving me time to recover my shots. I think this one is time to pull back. I basically can't see if someone drives next to me. That's a pretty big problem. How far do you see? Well, it's not actually too bad. There could be things coming from other directions too. I just want to make sure they're not getting the first flags even. We're gonna make sure of that. And that's our rebreather turn. So we're back with pull shots. Turn 15 already. Okay. Yeah. 749 for Israel, Iraq, 0. Decisive victory, minor losses. No losses, actually. Yeah, not much of a mission, but it's a nice change of pace, I guess.